Let's get a word from Jugal Purohit, who's been tracking these rescue operations for us. Jugal, it seems that Operation Rahat is now in its last leg. We're being told that Indian security agencies have been able to successfully rescue 4,300 people from Yemen. A lot of them are not Indian citizens, foreign nationals also being rescued by our teams there.
That's right, Simi. The figure is 4,300 plus Indians and close to 300 odd foreign nationals from about 32 countries. That's the ambit and the scope of Operation Rahat that has seen at least 9 sorties by C-17 Globemaster planes of the Indian Air Force, the largest military planes that India and the Indian Air Force has. It has also seen multiple sorties by the Air India team. There are at least 3 aircraft from the Air India organization, the institution, which are there ferrying passengers from Sana'a to Djibouti, and from there on the Indian Air Force takes over. We've also seen Indian naval assets, 3 ships, 2 frigates, or rather 1 frigate, 1 destroyer and 1 offshore patrol vessel doing the rounds, extricating people from the port areas of Yemen wherever accessible. So of course this internationally hailed effort, Operation Rahat, has seen a lot of people being brought to safer shores, but the fact remains that close to 140 nurses are still in Yemen. There are several Indians, also unspecified number that we have at least right now, who are still stuck in Yemen. These people need to be extricated. There are also requests from several other countries who do not have the reach and the assets that India has at this point in time to get their citizens evacuated. All of these weighing very, very heavily on the minds of the planners of the MEA as well as the Defence Ministry, who are working in tandem, liaising at every possible minute to ensure a perfect finish. So that's what remains to be done, and in the light of this, the air operations at least will continue till tomorrow. The Indian Navy has also told us that at least for now there's no sign, there's no order of it being asked to pull out, so it will continue to have its 3 ships in that area of Yemen. So in that sense, even if the air operations are to be closed off, they may not be closed off permanently. There's always a chance, because there are many Indians, according to what I understand, who are in different parts of Yemen, who are not able to move out to reach either Sana'a or any of the ports. As of now, it's only the Al Hodeida port which remains active and operational, which is closer to Sana'a. So if there are Indians, and I'm given to understand there are many Indians who are in smaller disparate groups across the length and breadth of Yemen, who are not able to reach, so as and when they reach, they will still be evacuated. So perhaps the air wing and the air component may temporarily be called off tomorrow or day after or the next day. But the fact is that till the last Indian gets out of that strife-torn country, the effort, the Operation Rahat, will not cease. As I said, the Indian Navy will continue to have its 3 ships deployed in that area. They're not being called off, they're not being called back. That's the status, Simi.
All right, Jugal, stay on with us. Let's also get a word from our Strategic Affairs Editor, Gaurav Sawant, who's with us live from our newsroom. Gaurav, as Jugal is pointing out, even though air operations may end tonight or tomorrow, the ships are not being removed from the ports there.
In fact, government sources have now confirmed that operations have been extended by another 24 hours. There are several Indians who are trying to get to the airport. They are trying to get to the Aden port to be rescued. But because of the fighting that's still going on, they've been unable to reach various extrication points, and that is why for now a decision has been taken to extend these operations by another 24 hours. But this is a situation where diplomats will now be working overtime. They've been working constantly because this is a huge national effort. It's not just the Indian Air Force, the Indian Navy, the Shipping Ministry. It's also the External Affairs Ministry and the Prime Minister's office that are constantly in touch with all the stakeholders in this battle, so that Indian aircraft can go in, Indian ships can go in and bring out people. So that window of opportunity was there till today, but now an effort is being made because of those trapped nurses and other Indians to perhaps seek another 24-hour extension, at least for another extension in this window, so that this air bridge and sea bridge can continue to bring people out from Sana'a to Djibouti and then from Djibouti back home.
Well, that's the rescue operation likely to continue at least for another 24 hours. Gaurav Sawant and Jugal Purohit, thanks so much for that.